Hi guys, this is Brea of Brea Enterprises. I'm a business system strategist, and today we are going to be talking about how to have strong outreach for your business without being spammy. Let's go. First of all, before we dive in, I want to thank Sorel Garcia, who answered a question that I posted on Facebook. If you're not following me there, be sure to follow me down below, and asked, how can we be on LinkedIn or on a social platform and not be spammy? And I think that's a great question. The first thing most of us think of when we are talking about outreach and LinkedIn is all the messages that we get in our inboxes, right? If you've been on LinkedIn for any length of time, you know exactly how many messages you get in a day because they add up really fast. In fact, this morning, when I opened my LinkedIn inbox to do my outreach, which I will talk about in a later video, I had over 70 messages, and you guys, I had cleared my inbox on Friday. That's insane. Now, granted, I have over 13,000 connections, so that's not even 10% of the people that I am currently talking to. It's about 5%, but that's still a huge number of people. So how can you communicate with all of these people that want to talk to you and that you want to talk to without being overly spammy? There's a really easy way to do this, and I'm going to walk you through it right now. One of the fastest ways to get flagged as a spammer is to use a spammy template. Something like, hey guys, I'm Brea and I sell cars and you should buy my stuff. That doesn't feel good, right? It feels really yucky and gross. Instead, use a template that actually asks them to build a relationship. Something like, hi there, I'm Brea. It's nice to meet you. I see that we have XYZ in common. I'd love to learn more about what you do. That's a totally different vibe, right? I went from car saleswoman to wanting to be your bestie and no time flat. And here's the thing. When you use a template that sounds like a template, it sounds like a template. When you use a template that sounds like a genuine, actual conversation, it sounds like a genuine, actual conversation. Weird, but true. Here's another pro tip. If you are using a template, have more than one that you use depending on who you're talking to. What do I mean by this? Well, I mean that if you are targeting coaches, have a template for coaches. If you are targeting consultants, have a template for consultants. If you are targeting HR people, target those people with a different template. Don't use the same template across the board for everyone you're talking to because you will be sorely disappointed with the results you actually get. Now, let's talk about how often you should be doing your outreach activities. And it's not as frequent as you think. I only send messages about 3 days a week versus the time that I am actually responding to messages, which is once a week. Yes, I only respond to messages on LinkedIn 1 day a week. Sometimes it's Tuesdays, sometimes it's Thursdays, sometimes it's Fridays. It really depends. But 1 day a week I go in and I answer all of my LinkedIn messages. The reason that I do this is because I don't want to sound like I am waiting with bated breath for them to open my message. I don't want to sit there waiting on bated breath because I don't have time for that, and neither do you. Another thing to think about is if you are sitting there waiting for someone to respond to you and you jump on the response, it feels a little spammy. It feels a little bit like it's a bait and switch, like you've gotten, stuck in something, and nobody wants to feel trapped. So remember, when you are sending your outreach message, even if you're using a template, give people time to respond. Take a deep breath and even wait a day or 2 or 3 before you respond to their response. Give the relationship some breathing room to grow. I know that sounds really weird, but I promise you, if you do this, not only are you going to get a better response from people, but you're going to feel so much better about how you're showing up that you won't be able but to help get more contacts. Okay, so I have one more tip for you. Most of us on LinkedIn have a habit of sending a message when we ask to connect. Guys, I'm here to tell you to stop doing that. This is your permission to stop because it feels spammy. Everyone knows those messages are templated. Everyone. Don't do it. Make them do a little bit of legwork to get to know you. Make them work for the relationship. Make them actually actively go to your profile so that they can learn more about you before they decide if they actually want to connect. Because here's the thing, not everyone is the right one for you. Not every person you come in contact with is going to be a client, and that's okay. That's actually fabulous, because good marketing is meant to repel as well to attract. So when you reach out to connect with someone, it's okay if they say no. It is totally okay. You should celebrate the people that say no, because that leaves room for the people who are going to say yes. For your action tip today, I want you to, after this video, create 1 to 2 templates based on your outreach that you've been doing that you can use right now today so that you can get better results. Remember, we don't want to be spammy. We want to start a conversation. As an example, your template might be something like this. Hi, Brea. I'm a copywriter, and I was so excited when I saw your profile. It made me smile. I'd love to learn more about what you do. Or it may be as simple as, hi, Brea, I noticed that we have a lot in common, and I would love to learn more about your business. Go try either one of those, or come up with your own and come back and leave me a comment and let me know how it went. Next week, we're going to talk about how much time you should actually spend marketing your business. Stay tuned.